What a lovely place to come on a beautiful summer day. Sometimes to find a hidden gem, you have to travel just a little bit farther than you normally do. Driving into Crown Valley Park. Parking is right by the community center. There's tons of room to park in the front, on the side, and in the back. Plenty of room for everyone. There's everything there from a pool to a nature preserve to baseball fields. You name it, they have it there. At the visitor center, they'll give you a fantastic map. Make sure you pick one up. They have thought of everything from free Wi-Fi to concerts in the park in this lovely amphitheater where you can set up your chairs by 6 a.m. on the day of the concert. And as you can see, quite a few people took advantage of this today.
I'm coming to you from the stage at Crown Valley Park. Now, you might have heard of Crown Valley Parkway. Well, stands to reason that there's a park, and we are shocked to find this incredibly beautiful, fancy, new park right here, a short drive from our house. There might be some jewels near your house that you've never been aware of. Very often we travel a long ways to go see things, even fly places, when there's places right nearby that are really worth checking out. And the whole place seems to be free. Free parking, free everything, a gigantic pool. There's a huge auditorium here. They're having a concert here tonight, which is also free. So check out those places nearby where you live. You never know what you might be missing. And here we have the Botanical Preserve. Now, this is not just any botanical preserve. This place has 5 different zones for the 5 places in the world with a Mediterranean climate. Now, Mediterranean climate is known as the best one in the world. It's wonderful, wonderful weather. It's usually in the 70s and sunny most of the year. And those 5 places throughout the world: South Africa, Chile, Australia, Southern California, and of course, the Mediterranean.
Please subscribe to our channel today. It's free and it's fun. This beautiful place was started in 1981 as a community vegetable garden. Since 1984, it's been a non-profit garden for everyone. For our dog-loving friends, yes, dogs are welcome in the preserve. Just please keep them on a leash. You can find this botanical preserve on Crown Parkway, halfway between I-5 and Pacific Coast Highway, otherwise known as Highway 1 or PCH.
We are entering the Chilean area, one of the 5 Mediterranean climate places on Earth, and it's fascinating to see the kind of plants that they brought in all the way from Chile, native plants which thrive in this climate.
Citizen of the Year grove dedicated to those whose unselfish efforts have made Laguna Niguel a better community. I'm really happy that there's a lot more shade than I expected. It's kind of a warm day, in the 80s. I mean, not terrible, not unbearable, but still, the shade is very welcome. The park is open from sunrise to sunset, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, and it's free. There are 3 different ways to get around. One is on a hard surface trail, one is on a soft surface path, and the last is steep terrain and stairs.
Well, here we are in the Australian section. This is not the outback, this is not Sydney or Melbourne or the Gold Coast. This is Western Australia, which is in the area around Perth, which has a perfect Mediterranean climate. If you wonder what a Mediterranean climate is, it's basically dry in the summers, doesn't rain hardly at all during baseball season, and it's rainy in the winters, and it's got this beautiful marine climate of about, highs of 65 to 75 pretty much throughout the year. So this is Western Australia, the area around Perth.
I can smell the eucalyptus. There are lots of volunteer opportunities here. The entire gardens are kept up by volunteers. If you check on Google, you can find lots of volunteer events that you can be a part of. I've looked for a website, and at this point, I don't think it's up and running, but maybe in the future. It's worth checking. At this point, we enter the butterfly garden. Now, have you ever tried to film a butterfly? I don't think it can be done, at least not by me. So enjoy these, let's just say, extra large butterflies. Next, we went into the rose garden, which in the middle of the summer doesn't have a ton of flowers, but there were a few hardy ones still blooming. Eucalyptus smells heavenly, but it's always shedding its bark. And everywhere you go, there are these little signs telling you exactly what you're looking at. There's also a splash garden, and there were several kids in there having a really good time.
This is the World Association of Girl Guides and Girl Scouts, and these are the flags from countries that have Girl Scout troops.
This is one of the events I was talking to you about. This time it's a butterfly walking tour coming up this Saturday. It just keeps getting prettier and prettier and prettier. Here are a couple of things that I learned about this place when I was doing my research. There are 18.2 acres. There are labyrinths. There are rose gardens. There are native and succulent gardens. butterfly gardens, water features, artwork, miles of walking trails. There's a gazebo, there's a children's garden, and last but not least, it is handicapped accessible, also with strollers. There are paths you can take that don't include the steps.
We are on our way to the South African overlook. Hold your breath, folks.
What a lovely place to come on a beautiful summer day. I really appreciate how they have a whole lot of picnic benches all over the park where you can just rest and enjoy the view or enjoy a picnic lunch. Well, everybody, that was the Laguna Niguel Botanical Preserve.
A beautiful little pearl hidden gem. You got to come look at this place. It is free. It's free parking, free everything, and a beautiful stroll through beautiful green stuff and more shade than you might think.
Yeah, and I can't believe it, but we've lived in California 22 years. And this is the first time we've ever been here. In fact, I only just heard about it, which is really amazing. But it goes to show you there's always more to see than you think there is.
Keep doing it so you can keep doing it. And make sure you pass this on to other people who love being outdoors like we do, love going on adventures. And hit the thumbs up button just to be a nice person. And subscribe while you're at it.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks for coming along. See you on the next adventure.